Hello Nubits, Nubit is here once again, and today we're going to continue our old school journey in Age of Empires 2, where we last time met our two opponents, the red Turkish faction and the greenish faction I still don't dare pronounce the name of. And why not get right into the action? Our farm just decayed, and the developer has to plant it again, which costs the same amount of wood. I just decided to plant another one, since I soon would be out of bushes with berries on. Therefore could just as well start collecting some more food from farms instead, and let my two lads will just get the last amount of food from the bushes. And actually, now we're talking about food, I've just gained the 800 food that is needed to upgrade or to continue to the next age. So therefore I am researching it and getting onto the feudal age. You'll notice as soon as it has been totally researched that my buildings will change the look of it. They have a unique look for each civilization slash faction you have. Plus I'll be able to build more buildings and train more troops. And you can see on the troops I was trying to train before that I couldn't train them because I didn't have the population for it yet. So that's another building. And currently starting to train now, so I'll in a few minutes have a few militia around. I finally found the red faction's base and decided to get away from it as soon as possible as well. That is to make sure that my scout won't get killed, because that would be very bad and we don't want that. It's very useful to have the scouts to, well, scout around and find spots and such for you, as well as finding the enemy. I've got two militia now, and I'll be having a third one in a very few amount of seconds. Right here I'm just turning my relationship to the two factions at neutral for now, so my units don't attack the enemy scout, which could have ended out in making them attacking me, which I don't want yet since I'm not that strong. And we just hit the feudal age, and you can see the buildings have changed to... It's pretty cool, I would say. It looks nice. I'm having option to build more buildings, as I mentioned before as well. I can upgrade my units. I can upgrade my militia, as you can see here, to an even better unit, which I'll do at some point. Right now I'm upgrading my lumber camp and mill, which will make my farms last longer, which means have more food in them, and make my villages harvest wood even faster. Both upgrades are very useful, especially the wood cutting one, since you can gain more wood faster since your villages are harvesting quicker. And well, now I decided it's about time to get some more villages to start gathering some stone. Stone is used to create walls and towers and castles and such, mainly defensive buildings, which are very important as well though. I hit the maximum population cap once again, so now the house is going up before I'm getting enough villages to harvest the stone. Another farm is gone up as well, since you can never get too much food. Food is needed to train units and villages, and you can never get too much of that. I'm planning to set my scout home now, since it's pretty much explored what I need for now. I'll try to upgrade the last amount of area. But now it's basically about making another mining camp, this time for the stone. As I mentioned before in the last video, the mine camp is used both for stone and for gold. Now you can see both our enemies have hit the feudal age as well. We're in front of them, that's a good sign, since we're having better equipment than them. Oh well, as long as we're in a better or a newer age than them, that is at least. But evolving to a new age is of course not everything. If you don't keep up your defense, having units, walls, towers and such to defend you, and actually also sometimes attacking the enemies to keep them off evolving, you might actually have a problem, or you will most likely, since you will be attacked at some point. And you can't just keep yourself alive just for villages, of course. That means you have to focus some of your resources on defense as well. I mean, I have already started this defense more or less by having these 3 units we bought it a little while ago. It's not a huge lot, but it's a start. And the upgrade for the militia actually just finished, and now they're men at arms. Another house is going up again. We're almost out of population, so that was important. Especially since I am training these villagers now. Some to gather some more stone, as the one I've just sent down here, and some just to gather more food and so on and so forth. I mean, resources are a lot in real-time strategy games, if not almost everything. And speaking of stone, let's just start putting down some of the defense. I wanted more or less to seal my main base in, so the enemies couldn't get in unless they wanted to destroy the wall, which of course could be a possibility. A small problem figuring out how to do it at first, but it worked out. And so two of my farms decay, so I had to plant them quickly again. And things were going pretty fine right now, actually. My defense was starting to get up. I had plenty of resources coming in. Hadn't been attacked yet. It was pretty much just about preparing for an attack myself as well soon. But I wanted first to get the defense up, so I was sure that I would be more or less safe if I should get attacked. Not a whole lot happened here, so I decided to speed it up. It was mainly just building the wall. I decided to build the archer range where I can train archers and spearmen, spear throwers, and cavalry archers, I think they're called. And we just ran out of bushes to harvest from, so now we're planting some more farms to gain the same amount of food as we got before we lost them. So another farm for each person. We should maybe plant the other one next to the mill as well, since it wouldn't be that far away as the other one is. It's a little closer at least. It isn't that huge of a deal, no matter what. And speaking of all this defense and buildings and so on, I decided to make I decided to make a gate so my units actually could come through the wall whenever it was needed. It would be quite a problem to climb over it. Psst, it's not possible. Anyway, yeah, I decided to get that up now already, so my units didn't have to walk a huge long way to get into the main base. If they were under attack, as an example, there could have been a possibility that my village would get attacked already now. And since they wouldn't be able to hide in the town center or in a tower or anything because the wall was sealed off and they were sealed out, they would get killed and there would be a waste of, well, both food and a whole lot else, and I don't want to waste my units in general. Then I made a blacksmith, and the blacksmith is actually a quite useful building. You use the blacksmith to upgrade your units in general. You can upgrade their armor, which means they can stand more damage, and you can upgrade their weapons, so they can do more damage. It's a very useful building, as I mentioned just before, and it's not necessary to have, but it's a great tool to use when you're going to attack especially, but also while defending, since your units will most likely be stronger than the enemies if they haven't done the same thing, that is. And the wall is slowly starting to take place. I'm somewhat halfway done, and just while building the rest of this wall, we actually got enough resources to upgrade to the castle age. I'd like you guys to keep an eye out on the buildings and how they look and how much they change actually when we hit the castle age. And they're very beautiful, and that's one of the things I really like about the Age of Empires. Even though it's more or less identical buildings for all the factions and all the ages, they still do change in look, and it's a smaller thing maybe, but I really like it. And well, here we are, a lovely orange rooftop on all the buildings, and well, they share the same theme. I guess you could say they're all the same theme, all the different buildings in the town. I really think it looks cool, and that they changed that much, and that it probably fits that age that they belong to, which means the castle in this case, which of course refers to the Middle Age. And while totally falling in love with the buildings and how they change, I totally forgot to mention that I actually started training these archers. Now there's 5 in total right now. I wasn't able to upgrade them just yet. I managed to upgrade the men-at-arms, however, to long swordsmen. They're done in very few moments. And the archers will be also upgraded now to crossbowmen. We'll throw another farm up since we need more food. Food is needed both for villages and for units in general. Not for the archers, but all the units pretty much. And now we can see both the archers and the men-at-arms has been upgraded to crossbowmen and to long swordsmen. Other than that, the wall is pretty much done. There's 3 pieces left, and then our lovely castle slash city is sealed with a wall around it. And we'll be safe from the evil Turks and the green faction we don't dare to mention the name of. Oh, won't it just be great? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yes! Let's put a tower up already now, just to start upgrading our defense even more, I guess you could say. The towers to shoot at enemies as soon as they come by, so that'll be just dandy. The greenish... no, I don't know which one that is. One of our enemies already hit the castle age as well. Who's in front of one of them though, so they're not able to buy everything we are just yet. And the tower is actually already quite far in the building, I guess you could say. And we have another upgrade going on. This one will make my villagers harvest gold faster. It's the same thing with wood, as we saw before, but with gold this time. And the tower's done. And now I decided to make a monastery. Through the monastery you can train monks / priests, which can heal your units when they have taken damage, and they're actually able to convert enemy units as well, and building at times if you research that. One last thing the monks can do is to pick up relics, as they're called. It's different small pieces that are scattered around the map. When he picks it up, he has to deliver it back to the monastery. And when that is done, you'll slowly generate gold by having it inside the monastery. You know, up to 10 relics inside a monastery at a time, and that will once again generate you more and more gold. And it's more or less time to end this video now, but first I'll just show you this one right here is a relic. Just to point that out. I also think I'll call it for now, guys. Once again, as I've said every single time, thank you so much for watching the videos. Please leave a rating, any comments, likes, so on, will help me out a whole lot, since I don't have a lot of viewers already by now. I'll see you guys next time, and Anubit is out.